Today we're going to use Voiceflow to build an AI lead generation bot which is going to automatically qualify leads based on certain criteria. We are then going to use that Voiceflow bot and we're going to integrate it into Instagram DMs using ManyChat. You're going to be able to find all the templates including the Voiceflow build as well as the ManyChat integration in the description down below by signing up to our free resource hub. I'm going to start from scratch, so I'm going to take you through the whole process from A to Z. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so we are in a fresh Voiceflow build right now. We have used the web chat setup. So when you set up a new Voiceflow build, you select web chat. And we're just going to start from scratch right here. What we're going to be building is a lead qualification bot for a personal trainer who helps with either weight loss or muscle gain. So that's what we're going to be setting up. That is not the niche that we currently serve at OmniFusion AI. When integrating into Instagram, it's important to note that your first step cannot be a text card. You always need to capture the user reply first. When integrating with ManyChat, the only way that you're going to be able to trigger a reply or to send a message to a user is by them sending a message to you first. So that's going to be the very first step. We're going to be capturing the user reply. And now we're going to actually do something very interesting, which is we're going to classify the intent of the user because in this first message, they may be reaching out and saying, hey, I need your help with weight loss. Hey, I need your help with gaining muscle and all of these different things. So we're going to use AI to classify their intent. And based on that, we're going to take them through a different process. And at the end, we're going to send them the link to book in a call to get started with a personal training session. So from here, we're going to go and we're going to use the set AI task. In this set AI task, I like to use the Claude Instant 1.2 for set AI task, and for response tasks, I like to use GPT 3.5 Turbo. We are just going to give it a quick system prompt, which is going to be something like, you are an intent classifier. You receive a message from the user and you classify the intention of the message, right? So we're going to keep it very simple. We're going to put the temperature to about 0.3. We're going to just ramp up the max tokens. We're going to save this information into a variable, which is the user intention. And we're simply going to create that as a variable. And the prompt is going to be the following, which is going to be you need to analyze, and keep in mind all of these prompts are not perfect. I'm just doing this on the go right now. You need to analyze the intention behind the user's message, which is going to be last utterance. The possible intentions are we're going to have weight loss intent, and we're going to have muscle gain underscore intent. And we're going to classify these so that the set AI task knows what to look for. Weight loss intent, the user is interested in losing weight. And then for the muscle gain intent, we're going to have the user is interested in gaining muscle. Only put the intent such as weight loss intent or muscle gain intent as your output. Do not add anything else to the message. And we're simply going to test this really quick with the message, hey, I want to lose fat, which should classify it as weight loss intent. So that is our first step. Now from here, we're going to take it to the next step, where actually sometimes they may not have specified if they want to lose weight or if they want to gain muscle. So in this case, we're actually going to add something here, which is going to be no intent. And we're going to add the user has not specified what their intention is, right? So now if we say like, hey, it should classify it as a no intent because in this case it has no intent. The user has not specified whether they want to lose weight or gain muscle. Weight loss intent, muscle gain intent, or no intent. And now if we say hey, it's going to give us no intent. So with this set AI task, you're just going to have to play around a little bit. So intent classification is what we're going to call this one. And now we have three different outputs, which is going to be, we're going to use a logic card with the condition. We're going to add a condition if the variable, I don't remember what we called it, user intention. If the variable user intention is weight loss intent, then we're going to do this. Then if the variable user intention is muscle gain intent, we're going to do this. And if the variable user intention is no intent, then we're going to find out more about what the user is looking for. So this can save you a valuable step. If they already give you the information you need in the first message, there's not going to be any point in continuing onwards. So we're going to move on from here. We're going to use different response AI steps, where we're going to do number 1 is going to be weight loss. Number 2 is going to be muscle gain. And number 3 is going to be no intent, which we're going to color code so that it's easy and nice to look at. So now for the weight loss intent, the next step is going to be to get some more information on why they want to lose weight. So we're going to say, and for this you're also going to have to add in a prompt, which we're going to do like this. And we're just going to say, you are qualifying leads for a personal trainer. The user you are speaking to is interested in weight loss. And now we're going to add the prompt, which is first we're going to probably want more information on this person who is wanting to lose weight. The user has just told you that they want to lose weight. Congratulate them on taking the first step towards becoming healthier. Ask them about their current situation, such as age, height, weight, and gender. And now, this is always important, do not greet the user. You are in an ongoing conversation. And all of these prompts can be refined. I'm keeping them very, very simple for this use case. So if we preview it right now, that's great to hear that you're interested in losing weight, etc., etc. Now what we also can do is we can specify here, this is their latest message. And now we're just going to specify what their latest, what their latest message is, which is going to be the last utterance. And we're going to specify that so that it can be a personalized message, right? So that's what we're going to do up here. Now we're just going to do the same thing down here. We're going to switch this temperature back down again, ramp up the tokens. Going to copy in that prompt, and then we're going to use the same prompt, but we're going to adjust it. The user has just told you that they want to gain muscle. Is interested in gaining muscle. This is the latest message. Congratulate them on taking the first step to becoming fitter and stronger. Ask them about their current situation. That stays the same. Do not greet the user. You are in an ongoing conversation. And then this is really interesting. If we have no intention from the first message, which may be the case a lot of the times, we're actually going to move on and find out more about them. So we're actually going to leave the system prompt out this time. You should always have the system prompt, but just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to keep it short and quick. So we're going to add in the no intent. So the user has reached out to you on Instagram, but you are unsure why. They may have reached out for help with weight loss or gaining muscle. Welcome the user. And actually, this is my bad. We should be greeting the user. Welcome them to OmniFusion Fitness. In this case, we're just going to call it OmniFusion Fitness, and congratulate them on taking the first step. So this is actually my bad, because this is the first message that the user is getting. So we should be greeting the user. Welcome the user to OmniFusion Fitness and ask them if they would like to lose weight or gain muscle. And we're going to move on with this. We're just going to preview this really quick. When somebody says, hey there, welcome to OmniFusion Fitness, how can we assist you today? We're actually going to add in, this is the user's latest message, and we're going to add in last utterance, and I always like to put this in brackets. I feel like it works better. And now we're going to test it so that when we say, hey, I am feeling really depressed, it's going to give some insight on that to the user. I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling depressed. Welcome to OmniFusion Fitness. Can you tell me if you're interested in losing weight or gaining muscle, or if there's something else you need help with? Let me know and I'll do my best to assist you, right? And then from here, we're simply going to revert back to over here, and we're going to classify their intent again. But actually, that's my bad. Once again, we're going to have to capture their reply once again to this message, and from there we're going to move up here. So we're actually going to rename this block intent classification, because in order to keep this clean and simple, we're just going to go actions, go to block, and we're going to select intent classification, and this is automatically going to bounce them back. We're going to make sure that this is color coded as well. Now after it's asked them, it's basically going to go back, classify the intent, and send them into one of these journeys. So we've now asked them about their current situation, which after that we're going to capture their reply obviously to that question for either one of these paths that we have up here. And the next step is that we're going to ask them, so first of all we're going to respond to what they said, where we're going to actually copy out this very simple prompt. We're going to insert that over here, duplicate that, move it down here so that we have the same for both. And up here, we're now going to want to find out. So first of all, we're just going to want to respond to them. So we're going to thank the user for providing more information about their current situation. Do not greet the user. You are in an ongoing conversation. So this is going to be the first one. We don't necessarily have to make this an AI step. We could even just delete this out and just do a text step for the simplicity of this. And we're just going to say, thank you for providing more information on your current situation. I'm sure we'll be able to help you reach your goals. So we're going to set that up, and yeah, we're actually just going to copy that down. And then we're going to move on, and we're going to have the AI response down here, where we're going to ask the user the next question, which is going to be, we're just going to copy this in right here, and we're going to say this is the user's latest message, last utterance, and now we're going to say ask the user if they have trained before, if they have trained and been on a diet before, and what their current workout routine is. And we're also going to add do not greet the user. You are in an ongoing conversation. We're going to have that in here, and this should work out. I am 32 years old, weigh 98 kilogram, and I'm a woman. Have you ever trained or been on a diet before? Also, could you tell me about your current workout routine? So we're going to have that. We're going to just duplicate that because it's the same use case for down here. And again, guys, these prompts are very, very basics. The texts aren't perfect, but if I make all the text perfect, we're going to be sitting here for a very long time. Then we're going to capture the user reply once again. And from there, we're going to ask them one final question before we start to trigger the promotion. So we're going to go in here. We might as well just duplicate this one more time. I don't know why I keep on making new ones. So we're just going to duplicate this one more time. This is the user's latest message. And we're going to go ahead and ask the user how much they have spent on improving their health in the past year. We're actually just going to use this. We're going to duplicate it, and this is going to allow us to find out how much money the user is spending. We're going to move on. We're going to capture their reply to that. We're also going to preview it really quick. What was the previous question? I currently don't work out. All right, so it asks the question, this sure, I'd be happy to help. These sort of things, you're going to have to work on the prompts in detail, but this is more about the functionality of classifying their intentions. Now, once we've got the reply to that, we're going to want to analyze. And this is going to be the most important step. Yes, all of these things in the beginning are important and they are valid. But at the end, we're going to want to analyze whether the user is a suitable candidate. And if they are a suitable candidate, that could depend on a lot of different things, right? So whether they, let's say you want them to have spent at least a few $100s on improving their health in the past year, or you want them to have at least some sort of workout experience. This is what this set AI task could be for. So you can do that with a new variable, and you can be something like, if the user spends more than $200, or not spent more than $200 in the past year, write only yes. If they spent less than 200, write only no. And then you're gonna have to add in their last utterance, which is gonna be the explanation of how much money they make. So this is how you could set that up. And then you could do the same thing as we did over here, where you're either going to yes, they can book a call, or no, they can't. For this purpose, I'm just going to leave this away, and we're just going to assume that everyone is qualified. We're going to add in a text step right here, where we're going to now move on into allowing them to book a call, and then we're going to move into the integration of Instagram. So we're going to move on and say, thank you for providing that information. And then we're going to move on and say, it seems like you, or actually we might as well add that into the same one. Thank you for providing that information. It seems like you are a great fit for our fitness programs, and we would love to help you achieve your goals. From this, we're going to move on into variants of into the next text, and in this we're going to say, or actually up here we're going to say, or actually no, we're not going to say anything. We're just going to write in here, book call. And this text right here at the end, the book call text, is what we're going to use when in a second we're going to go over to ManyChat and integrate this into an Instagram account. This book call is going to be what we're going to use to, inside of ManyChat, trigger sending them a call to action with a link, so that you're going to be able to track the amount of link clicks that you're getting for the booked call. Plus, you're going to be able to set up follow-up sequences for this specific user, so that once they are here, you can either send them a follow-up sequence for if they have booked a call, or you can send them a follow-up sequence if they never clicked on the link to book a call. But that is the ideal option, because you can have a text and a button. You can even send them a video or a voice memo. So this is going to be the best way to sort of send that call to action. So that is how we have built this so far. So the user sends something, we're going to classify their intent, whether they want to lose weight, they want to gain muscle, or they have no intent. Then we're going to circle back and ask them again. And then we're going to move through these different rows. All of these things, as I said, the prompts and all these things are not perfectly done, because we'd be sitting here for 2 hours, but you get the point. We're going to ask them all these different things. We're going to add in the capture user reply in between each step. At the end, we're going to say thank you, and then we're just going to have book call, which is going to trigger all the steps in ManyChat, which is what we're jumping into right now. All right, guys, so now we are inside of ManyChat, and this is the template which we have already published in our resource hub. By the way, guys, if you don't have a ManyChat account, down below in the description, there's an affiliate link for ManyChat. If you guys want to use that, we would highly appreciate it. If not, manychat.com, you can just go there yourself, but the affiliate link gives you a free trial as well, so there's no downside for you, and you can help support the channel. So if you can consider that, we'd highly appreciate it. So we have this template right here inside our members area, which is down below as well, the free resource hub. You simply download or click on the link in the resource hub, and it's going to import like this into your ManyChat. Now, you don't really need to understand what's going on here. We're going to adjust this whole thing live, but basically the first thing that you're going to have to do is go into your Voiceflow, which is the one that we just built, and we're going to go, let me just move the Loom recording bar, and we're going to go over here into integration, a dialog API, and we're going to copy out the API key. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to be blurring out the API key. I'm just going to delete the flow after. So there's no point in trying to copy the API key in case anyone was going to try that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into this template and we're going to adjust all of these things. We're going to add in the API key right here. And with the version ID, it's production. So that's an important step that you need to think of. You're going to have to go up here and you're going to have to publish this Voiceflow build. So once it's published, then the production version is live. Otherwise, you would have to change this to development. But we're going to stick to production. We're going to copy out the Voiceflow key again. And now you're just going to go through every single external request that we have inside here, and you're going to update the API key in every single one of these. Something that's important is for this external request right here, this is a Google Apps script where in the resource hub, you're going to find the full tutorial. You're going to have to set this up. If you guys aren't aware of the full ManyChat integration, I also made videos on that. So just go onto the channel, find those, or you can watch the video in the resource hub as well, where it's going to be explained exactly how you're going to set up this Google script, which is basically for formatting messages. If somebody sends a message with a paragraph, then it's going to still be able to process that. But now that we have, I think I've done this one. Yes. Now that we have all of the API keys set up, this should work just fine. Now, last reply is the first message and second message is the second message. Now, when we're inside of Voiceflow, this here is going to be the first message. This one here is going to be the second message. Capture user reply, first message, right? And so on. And in this case, at the end, the first message is this, and the second message is going to be book call. So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually add a condition in between. So after the last reply, we're going to have a condition where if the second message is book call, which is what we're going to be sending back as the second message at the end. So if the second message is book call, then we're going to move on. We're going to use an action and we're going to add a tag to the user, which is going to be OmniFusion Fitness for this case. You can do the tag whatever you want. If the second message isn't book call, then it's going to move on to this. And if there's content for the second message, it's going to send that out. But if the second message is book call, we're going to add the tag OmniFusion Fitness. Now we're going to start a new flow where we're going to use the trigger, which is going to be tag is applied to contact, and we're going to use the tag OmniFusion Fitness. So now, when the tag OmniFusion Fitness is applied, we are going to send out an Instagram message, right? So the tag is applied, OmniFusion Fitness, which is only going to happen if the second reply is book a call. Then we're going to send out a message, which is book in your call here. And we're going to add in the link, book a call. And we're going to go to whatever the URL is, OmniFusion Fitness, which is not a real URL, by the way, .com. We're also going to select add additional actions. So that means, okay, we're going to send them this message, book your call here. And let's say right after this message, we want to send them something else, which is going to be a personalized video where we're going to be, here's a personal message from me to you. And then you're going to send them out the video, right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a smart delay where we're going to wait 1 hour, for instance, and then after 1 hour, or actually, let's do this first. If they click on the link book a call, then we're going to add the tag fitness call. So if they have the tag fitness call, that means that they clicked on the link. So now we're going to do this and we're going to add the condition if the tag is fitness call. So that means they clicked. We're going to send them, for example, a testimonial. And then at the end we could say, see you in the call soon. And if the tag isn't fitness call, that means that they did not click on the book a call link. We're going to send them a testimonial. And then we're going to add a second text as well. And we're going to be like, do you have any other questions for me before booking a call? And this is basically how that works in ManyChat. Now, something interesting to remember is that once you sent out the book call request and you still want the AI to respond, then you could simply move on over here and you can go back to the basics, which is going to be a simple question answer loop. So we're going to have capture user reply. Then we're going to have the response AI, where we are then going to use the knowledge base, and then we're going to loop back up here, meaning that if people continue to ask, or if people ask questions about the fitness program, the AI is just going to keep on providing answers, which is the flow that we set up in ManyChat. And that is basically how it works. So number one, in Voiceflow, we have this build where we're going to qualify, and we made sure that the first step is going to be capture the user reply. Then we qualify them. We have the full flow. this message right here, book call, is going to trigger inside of ManyChat. It's going to apply a tag, which is what we just covered, OmniFusion Fitness. Once this tag is applied, it's going to send out book in your call here with a personalized video. It's going to wait an hour. If the person has clicked on the link, it's going to send them a testimonial and say, see you in the call soon. You could do something like, hey, I saw that you clicked on the link and that you're ready to book in a call. I just wanted to send you this quick testimonial right here so you can prepare and know what to expect from the call. I'll see you soon. If not, then you can send the testimonial and ask any questions. In the meantime, any question the user asks, the AI is going to be there to respond. And this is basically a completed lead generation bot. So that is how we build an advanced lead qualification bot inside of Voiceflow. Obviously, you can go a lot deeper into the specifics, into the specific prompts and the different tasks that you want to do within this flow, and then integrate it into Instagram using ManyChat with some cool follow-up sequences and much more. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Make sure to sign up to the free resource hub if you want to get all of these templates, and I'll see you guys in the next video.